I'm Saj. I joined Kaggle in 2019 in June, just literally 2 weeks after my last exam. I studied aerospace engineering at University of Bristol. The first week when I joined, everything was new. I didn't even understand the leaflet that Kaggle produced, but the first week, second week, and months after that, I learned a lot, so much about the company that I started enjoying what I do. Kaggle has a nice training path, so anyone who joins now, they will be assigned some modules to go through, training to go through, so they get ready for whatever project that they might be put in future. I was put on project straight away, and that's what I had to grow my knowledge in that area. So when I started, I was initially on the analytics project. So that included Power BI, so creating dashboards, reports for clients to visualize the financial data, for example. But then I was interested into data engineering side of things, so using SQL, Databricks, Python. So I went into the back end of the things, loved it, and I'm still there at the moment. But parallelly, I've been working on the HoloLens project. So your HoloLens is your device that Microsoft has introduced over the last couple of years. So that's like your headset you put on and you have a mixed reality experience, so where you get to play with holograms, put place on a table, on a chair, you name it. So that project was about how do we get our digital twin. If you imagine a physical Lego model and put that digital twin side by side, how do we make sure that the sensor values are being picked up, sent to the cloud, and being displayed on that digital twin itself? I was new to programming in general. I didn't really have much programming background. Maybe bits and bob at university, MATLAB, you name it. But when I came, Dan gave me a project. Sarge, can you try to put a digital twin, create a digital twin out of this physical model, and then see whether you can see it on a hologram? So that was the ask. So what I did was I used Unity, which is your game engine development software. The language that is used is C Sharp, and using that I was able to create a digital twin. So I paired up with a 3D modeler named Upendra, who's working from India, Kaggle. He did the 3D modeling and I did all the coding and stuff. So what happens if you press this button? Does the model explode? Does it implode back again? So that was an interesting project because that required me to learn quite rapidly. First learn C# coding, but also how do you use the tools out there to create this hologram, and then finally how do you integrate, I think the biggest challenge for me is how do you integrate this digital twin back with Azure Cloud. And that was the project that I worked on. And after 2-3 months that I worked on is I went to Microsoft Paddington, where we got invited to display an exhibition model of this digital twin and the physical model itself as well. So we displayed that to both the people at Microsoft who were impressed with it, but also I think Smith who came, who visited us at the same time, and they were interested in this technology as well. And ever since then, we had so many opportunity to work with different clients, manufacturing firms, to do the same thing rather than now looking at the digital twin that we've built, which is your Lego model. They gave us their computer-aided design files, their CAD files, and put that as the digital twin for them to see it in their space. When it started, I think everyone, it was quite new. How do you adjust from an office environment where I was used to a fully in Teams experience? Impact wise, no. The project was still there. I still had the flexibility to get in any sector that I wanted to go into. It just, the communication became very critical. So making sure how you convey information, how you present yourself to the other person became very crucial. So I improved my presentation skills weren't good at the start. I would say before COVID, but this COVID has made sure that my presentation skills are much better than it was before. I'm hoping that I will become sort of a data architect, so it's overseeing an end-to-end solution. So for example, starting all the way from a database in another client server, and then getting that into Azure, and then finally into Power BI. So architecting solutions is what I hope want to be in the future. Definitely. I wouldn't say. I like Kakul. The reason being it's very one. It's challenging. It's challenging. I would say 1 year spent at Kakul can equate to 3 Ls out there.